Chair taken?
Oh, no, it's perfectly comfortable. You don't mind the policeman sitting there, do you, sir?
Oh, no, that's all right. Mustn't get nervous. They won't recognize me. Anyway, I've got that other identity card. It's worth a couple of quid, too. Left it all in my wallet. Be awful if I lost that. It's all right as long as you've got money. 50 quid will last me a bit. By the time that's gone, maybe it'll be safe to get a job. Then I'll have to get a ration book and watch your uncle. Take it slowly, that's the idea. Just lie low for the moment, don't try to do anything silly. Keep out of people's way. Keep your mouth shut, keep moving. Be careful. Just one slip and...
Perhaps you'd care to glance at the paper. There's rather an interesting murder case. Most ingenious.
Thanks. Have reason to suspect warrant has been issued. Charles Dobkin. An arrest is anticipated during the next few hours.
Saturday, when it's engaged in tracking down a particularly important lawbreaker, is known as Operation Net, the code word title for a system of suddenly throwing a police net around the area in which they believe their man to be hiding and asking every person within a narrowing circle to produce proof of identification. In this case, Superintendent Rawlings was pretty sure that his man was within a square mile of Piccadilly Circus. So it was late that night this radio message went out from the information room at Scotland Yard. Radio operator MG2W calling all cars. MG2W calling all cars. Operation Net. Patrols assigned to C Division area should move into position 1 minute from now. Over. In the operations room, Superintendent Rawlings was giving final instructions to the foot police.
This evening we propose to cordon off the Piccadilly Circus area in accordance with this plan. Motor car patrols are already in position at Piccadilly and Albemarle Street, and so on, right the way round. Your 0 hour is 10:30. At that time, cordons will be thrown across here, and so on. I don't mind telling you that more than a suspicion that we'll pick up our man Dobkin this evening, but the capture of Dobkin isn't the only purpose of this operation. We've had a few identity card checkups, but this, I think, is one of the biggest roundups we've attempted. Oh, incidentally, the military police have all received parallel instructions and will be working with you in a normal manner. Right then, good luck until 10:30.
Motor car patrols, cordons, one of the biggest roundups Scotland Yard has ever attempted. It's a good thing for Mr. Dobkin's already overstrained peace of mind that he doesn't realize what the odds are against him. He'd be wishing he was the invisible man. 0 hour, 10:30 p.m.
Now, slowly does it. One at a time. You first, miss. May I see your identity card?
Yes, here you are.
Been doing anybody in lately, Doc?
Not me.
Okay, pass along. Charger?
Here you are.
Ah, War Reserve Constable, eh? Why the heck aren't you on duty tonight?
Good, lummy, ever. I've got to have one evening off, you know.
Yes, that's what they all say, chum. Righto, pass along. Charger?
There you are, Constable.
John Rankin. Hey, wait a minute. I recognize you. You're the man.
Here, get out of my way.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute, chum. Here you are.
Look at this card. You've left it behind. What's up with him?
I don't know. I was only going to tell him I'd seen him earlier today. There's something up with him.
His identity card was wrong.
Hey, he's going to need that later.
What do you mean?
Well, Mrs. Posted the wrong way. This time he's the wrong side of the police. He left this identity card in my hands.
John Rankin. Yes, it's a forgery, all right. This is one of the cards which were pinched about 4 weeks ago. He picked up several of them. They're all blanks when they were stolen. Wait a minute. Have we a specimen of Dobkin's writing?
Yes, I have several specimen signatures. All his papers are in this time.
Let's have a look at one of them.
Do you want it?
Very careless of Mr. Rankin. You know, Sergeant, he signed his name just like Mr. Dobkin. Quite a coincidence.
And so the night's work went on. Slowly the crowds within the police cordon diminished. Fewer and fewer people were left within the net that covered Piccadilly Circus, and as the crowds became less, the police became all the more careful. Mr. Dobkin's chances were getting smaller.
I can get rattled. Hey, under the people. I've got to wait insurance, that's all. You can't keep on chicken all night. You have to pack up sooner or later, then all right. All I have to do is wait.
All right, there, pass along. Next one, please. Identity card. Thank you.
Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
I think he'll start moving his cordons there at the Piccadilly Circus. Edge them in gradually, all the way round. Then when we're close enough, we'll do a sweep right across.
Very good. Have along, please. Make way there. That's right.
Mr. Dobkin had been a trifle optimistic. The police may be slow, but they are thorough. Slowly down Piccadilly, down Regent Street, all the others reflecting and finally meeting at Piccadilly Circus. The police cordon started to move. They were slowly, inexorably closing in. But there was one possible way out. Mr. Dobkin decided to take a chance.
Hello, it's you. The good old Underground Railway. Why didn't I think of that before? They'll be watching it, of course, but if I make a run for it, well, they'll have to be pretty slippy. I better choose it sometime. Here goes.
Thank you, sir. Next one, please.
I've got it just here. It's somewhere in his coat.
All right, stand on one side. Let's have the next one.
You are, Constable.
Thank you. Here, you. Come back.
Hi.
Mr. Dobkin rushes down the passageway rather like a rabbit, scuttling to a burrow in the bowels of the earth. It's not a bad simile for Piccadilly Circus Underground Station. The largest subway station in the world is rather like a rabbit one. Closed and connected, all four converging lines meeting deep below here. Dobkin pushes his way through the crowded hall, buys his ticket, takes his place on the escalator, going down towards the Waterloo line. He doesn't know it, but 20 yards behind him, fighting his way through the crowd, trying to keep up with him, is the one person in the world Mr. Dobkin doesn't want to meet, a gentleman from Scotland Yard.
That fooled him. But it's not that you know. Last time I'm coming up to the West End, though. It's a quiet suburban life for me from now on. Follow blue light for Waterloo, eh?
Some second sense seems to have warned Dobkin that something was wrong. As the crowd thinned out in the passageway leading to the platform, he began to a run. He reached the platform as the train arrived. It was almost the last southbound train of the night, and there was a crowd round the doorways. Mr. Dobkin pushed and shoved, and with a final heave, he was in.
Let go!
Just as the train pulled out of the station, the detective arrived a few seconds too late. But as you'll see, Scotland Yard is not without its resources in an emergency.
Charing Cross, all time.
What do you mean, all time?
Come on, everybody, all time.
But this train goes on Waterloo.
I know what it is. The train goes under the Thames, and they've closed the floodgates. All the governors now running on, just in case a bomb gets the tunnel under the river.
That's what it is. There's an air raid alarm, isn't there, Porter?
I don't know. I just got my instructions, that's all. Come on now, all church. Move along, please. It's no good you're waiting on the platform. This is the last train. You can get a bus upstairs if you want. I can't understand it. What are they up to? No sense in
Oh,
it.
hurry up, John.
Identity card. Identity card, please. Next one, please. Identity card.
I haven't got one. My name is...
Mr. Dobkin has come home. The direction for Charing Cross is only a very short and rather charming walk along the embankment to Scotland Yard. Mr. Dobkin subsequently admitted that his most embarrassing moments were not at the height of the investigation or in the heat of the final scene. They were before the discovery of his wife's remains. You remember that he became strangely regular in paying his wife's maintenance money in court after her disappearance. You see, one of the officials of Old Street Police Station had developed a trying habit of remarking to him when he brought in the money, "Now, Harry, you know you killed your old woman. What have you done with the body?" Well, that's all today. I'll be back again to tell you some more of the secrets of Scotland Yard.